Hello guys. How you guys doing? Hope you are good. So welcome again to web development for kids and teens. Yeah. Hope you guys had fun with the quiz that I gave you last week. So this is the quiz, solution to the quiz. I asked you guys to add more information about yourself using the H2 header and paragraph, right? It's very easy. Yeah, I expect you guys to be able to do it. But if you're having issues, please let me know. Okay, so and when you are done with this, it should look like this, right? Welcome to my website. So these are the three things that I added more, right? So hope you guys had fun with that. Yeah, I want you guys to practice more because practice make perfect, right? You know how to code when you code all the time. All right. So today we are going to learn three things, right? And they are very cool things, right? So the first thing that I'm going to teach you guys is HTML images, right? How to add image to your website. If you have like a cool picture of yourself or your dog or your family or your cat that you want to put on your web page, how do you do that, right? I'm gonna teach you guys today, and I think you guys will get it, and it's gonna be fun, right? Then after that, I will teach you guys how to use list. If you want to list some words on your web page, how do you do that, right? Let's say you want to list the names of your siblings, or you want to list like all the cities in Michigan or all the states in the United States, right? How do you do that, right? I'm gonna teach you guys that. Then another thing is table. How do you draw a table on your web page, right? How do you go about that, right? So I'm gonna teach you guys how to use table too, and at the end of today, so I got this from Wikipedia, list of the president in the United States, right? I mean, you can get list of prime ministers in Canada, or list of prime ministers in UK, or anywhere that you are from. So, but the point is, we are going to implement this same thing from Wikipedia, the same code that they use for this. We are going to do it, and we are going to see it on our web page, right? So you see that it's not that hard, right? You just have to pay attention, right? So, but yeah, I need you guys to pay attention very well, so that you get what I'm gonna teach you. Okay, so let's get started. So a picture is worth 1,000 words. There are funny pictures online. If you just have text on your web page, it might be boring, right? You want to add picture to your web page, right? And I'm going to show you some example of funny images, just to have fun. See this one. This one says, "You mean to tell me your real name isn't Mom? Is the real name of your mom Mom?" That's cool. This one says, that moment when you realize it wasn't a fart, then what is it? Well, I don't know. You have the answer. Then this one says, "Don't look at me. That smell coming from dad." Coming from my dad. I don't know what that is. But anyway, so HTML images. How do we add images? Or like I said before, HTML is boring with just text. Yeah, we can add images to our HTML. So we use this code to add image. So you can see from here. So you open your tag. So it's gonna be img, right? Um, then you have your src in here, which is the source, right? Then you have your image URL, that is where you have your image stored. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. The alternate text is just like giving the description of the image that you have. So assume that you have image of a cat here, so just put here my cat. If you have the image of your family, you say, "Oh, my family," right? Then you can have your width of your image and your height of your image, and we need to close the image tag. So yeah, there's supposed to be a closing tag here. I will show you in the code. Yeah, this one is a little bit different from the tags that we have. Yeah. So but for the first thing, we need to put the images like as file, like the image file in our project first, right? So that's the first thing that we need. So we're going to create an image folder. So click on your project. It might be your name and project, right? So you see, this is where you create file, right? But this is where I want you to click. We want to create a folder. So click on this, then we're going to create a folder of image. So just say img. That's all. That's the folder for our image. That's where we're going to put all our images, right? And if you look at it in here, so this is my project, so this is my image folder. So all the images that I want, I'm going to put them in here. So the first thing that I want us to do is this quiz 2 that I gave you. I want us to put our image right after you say welcome to IAMDAYS website. Just put the image right here. So that's what we want to do. So the first thing, like I said, we're going to put the image in here. So you have to look for like an image of yourself. Maybe you have to transfer it with your phone or something, but so you have to find a way to get the image down here. So I have the image, my own image. So this is my image right here. This is the image of myself. Then you just copy that image. Then I go back to my project. Then I paste the image here. So this is my image. And if I go to my code, you see the image is showing right here. Cool? Do you guys get that? If you can pause the video. So you create a folder. Then inside that folder, you move your image in there. Okay? So now we want to put the image in here. So again, so how to write the image? So put your image. So you just say img, right? Then you put space. Then you write the source of your image, src equal to. Then you have the double quote right here. So then where your image is this image folder, right? So you write img / then the name of your image .jpg. Yours might not be this. Yours might be abc.png or abc.jpg, right? So you have to do that. Then the alternate text is gonna be my image, right? Or my picture, something like that. All right. So then the height, I can let's just say maybe 200 pixels. Then the width, I just say 200 pixels too. Oops. So then for you to close this one, this is what you do. It's like you remember that for P and H2 you have to close it this way, but this one, all you have to do is just put this. That's how to close it. Please don't forget the difference between that two. So now let's now save this. Hopefully this should show. So now I can refresh. Woo! See my image, see my teeth, it's so white. Right, so you see my image right here. So this is how to add image. So you can add your image in here too. You see, it's very easy to add image to your web page. So this command, so the src is the source, the alternate text, the height and the width, right? Then don't forget to close it this way, right? So yeah, that's how to add image, and that's actually all about that. We are still going to use this image tag for something else, but that's all about that. Okay, so the next thing that I want to teach you guys is list. So what is HTML list? So HTML list is used to display data on your web pages in ordered or unordered form. I'll show you what that means, right? So this is the ordered or unordered list, right? So you have list of items with just bullet point. That means it's not ordered. There is no rank. There is no 1, 2, 3 or 4, right? So the ordered list is this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So then the question is, how do we write list in HTML? So for the unordered list, this is how you do it. So you write your see, this U is unordered list, right? Then you have the list of items, then you close each list, then you close the unordered list. Then the same thing for this. So we're going to have an example of that right now. Okay, so let's go to our code, and we are going to have like a new, so click on this new HTML file this time, not folder. So let's say list example .html. Don't forget to put .html. Okay, all right. So now remember, the first thing that we need to do is the doc type. Good. Now then the second thing that we need to put is our HTML. Then you close it, right? Then in our HTML, then we have our head. Oops, that's E. E. All right, then in our head we have our title. All right, so let's just say list example. Cool. So we have our list right there. So now we have our body. Okay, all right, so inside our body, let's say h1, then we'll say example, example of list. Okay, so now then let's now have h2 for the unordered list. Okay, unordered list. Did I get that? Unordered list. Okay, so for that one, remember I told you, so you have your unordered list, which is UL. You close it, then in there you have your list, right? So let's say this is the first item for your unordered list. So we can copy that. Let's say let's have 4. Then we say this is second. Oops. This is third. Then this is fourth, right? Then let's now have h2. So this is going to be our ordered list, right? So for that list, remember in this slide I say OL. So now then we have list. So this is the first, let's call it ordered item. Cool. So let's copy this and paste it 4 times. If this is too fast for you, you can pause the video, okay? But the major thing that you need to understand, not just to copy the code, understand what we are doing, right? Okay, so yeah, so we have our doc type, which talked at like this. HTML is HTML5. You have our HTML. We have our head, which is then our title, right? H1 for example of list, H2 like subheader, like our subheader on ordered list, ordered list. So let's see how this is gonna look. All right, so this is it. So let's open it with Safari. Okay, you see, so our unordered list, see, it just added bullet points in there. Then our ordered list, it puts 1, 2, 3 and 4 right there, right? See, it's very easy to do, you know. So just know that this is ordered list, this is unordered list, then you have your list in here. So try to pause this video, know what this code is doing, and make sure that you have exactly what I have in here. Okay, All right, cool. So the next thing I want to teach you guys is HTML tables, right? So HTML tables is used for arranging data in rows and columns. I'll show you what that is. So for HTML, for you to put a table in your HTML, you use your table tag. Then this one is table row, this is table header, and this table data. I will show you what that is too. So for example, if you want to write, like, design something like this in your web page, excuse me, right? You can say that this is a table, right? Then this tr is table row, so that means each row, this is a row, this is a row, and this is a row, right? That's what this table row is. Then table header is like the header of the table. You see that this is bold, right? So this is the header of the table. Then table data is each of this data that we have in here, right? So we are going to implement exactly this in our HTML code, just to give you guys example of how HTML table works, right? But just know that this whole thing is a table. Then each row represents tr. This is a row, this is a row, and this is a row, right? Then table header, the table header is always the bold one, right? Then table data is each entry in here. All right, so let's go and write that. Again, we're going to have a file, we call it table example.html. Don't forget that, okay? All right, so let's just copy some of the things that we use in here so that we don't have to write everything. We just remove the things that we don't need. We don't need all these, right? So now, so you remember, so the first thing that they put in here is HTML table, so we can use our h1 for this, right? So then we just do h1, we call it HTML, HTML tables, simple, right? So now we want to define our table. We define our table with this table tag, okay, right there. Then we have our table row, right? So this is our table row. So the first row that we have, what do we have in our first row? See, this is the first row. In our first row we have our table header, right? And remember, this is our table header. So now this is what you will do. So our table header, so the first table header is what? Days. Easy, days. Cool. Then the second table header is what? Weather. So we just do this, right? Very easy. That's the first row, right? Then the second row, what do we have in the second row? We have our table data. The first table data is Monday, so very easy. Just come here, table data, then we'll have Monday, right? Then the table data is the second one. Guess what it is? Sunny. Okay. All right, so then we have the third row, if you remember. So the table data, the first one is Tuesday, and the second one is what? Is raining. See, that's all. Remember, this is a table. Each row, this is a table row. The first row has the table header, then the other row has the data, right? So let's see how this is gonna look like. So this is our table. You see, it's not looking very nice, right? So let's put something in here. So let's call this border is equal to 1. this is not the right way to do this, but just so like we're supposed to use CSS, but I've not taught you guys CSS, so let's just do it this way. Okay, so when you do this, don't forget to save. Okay, save, then let's refresh. See, it's look a little bit nicer, right? So we have our days, we have our weather. See, this is how to implement table, right? So when I teach you guys CSS, we're gonna make this much more nicer, that we'll be able to put colors and all of this, right? But let's just do this for now. So so now the last thing that I want to do is this. You see, this is just a table, right? In here they use table. It's just as simple as that, right? So I'm gonna do 1 and 2 and 3 for you guys, then I'm gonna give you like coding exercise to do 7 more, right? I'll do 1 2 3, then you do 7 more, right? And if you can do more than that, that's good, but I'll show you guys how to do 1 2 3. Okay, so let's get started. This look complex, but it is easy. So let's create a new file, and let's call it US president, right? .html. Okay, so don't forget that. So let's steal this. Okay, so then I'm gonna remove all of this. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is, so our title, we call it US president. All right, then our H1, we call it president of the United States. All right, okay, so let's see if that is even showing right. So US president, let's open it. Okay, so this is what we have, but this is what we want to do. Okay, so remember, after we have this, then we have a table in here. Okay, so let's have a table, and don't forget that. Okay, so let's do this. Border is equal to 1. Okay, so now our first row, table row. So what's is gonna be in our first row? Think about it. It's gonna be our table header. Okay, don't forget about that. So table header. So the first table header is number. You see right here is number, right? Then I'm gonna do for all of these. Okay, so the second header is what? Is portrait. So the image, right? Then the third one is their name, right? So see, is the name. We're not gonna put this one in here. So then the next one is term. Okay, so the next one is party. So their party. So the next one is election. Oops, no, not that, not the paragraph. The election year. So the next one is their vice president. Okay, so let's see how that shows. Yep, so we are almost there. Okay, so you guys can see that we are done with this, but now we need this. But you must see that we need these images, right? So from Wikipedia, you can actually right click on this and save this image. Okay, so let's save this image. You can put it anywhere, but I'll put it in my download, and I'll copy it later. So I'll call it this one image 1, right? Then I will save this one too. I'll call it image 2, right? You can download as much as possible, but I'm only going to I'm going to show you guys 3. Then you will do 10, right? So you have to download 10 images. So click on save image, then I will say image 3. Cool. So I have all the images in my downloads, right? So image 1, 2, 3. Then I come here, I'll copy it, then I'll go back to my image folder in here, then paste them in here. So I have all my images in here. So let's go back to my code. See, I have all my images in here. So the second row, what do we have first? The table data. So this one is 1, right? So let's create another table row. So this is gonna be TD, not header again, so it's 1. Cool. Then the next one, guess what the next one is an image, right? You remember? So how do we do our image? Remember, we say img, then the source src is equal to, so let me do this. Okay, so the source, remember, is img slash then image 1, what I just downloaded, right? So alt is, call it first president, then the height, let's make the height maybe like 70 pixel. Then we'll make the weight to be equal to, let's say, maybe 60. Let's see how it looks. So then the next one is the name. I'm just going to copy this name right here. So TD, that's the name of the guy. So then the next one is what? Term. I'm gonna copy that. So make sure that you remove this one. Just put 2, then you put it on a straight line like that. Then the next one, the party, this unaffiliated. Then the next one, election year. Remove this. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that in there. No, it's supposed to be that. Then I think the last one, the vice president, is this guy. Okay, so you see that. So let's see how it comes out. Ooh, see, it's really nice, right? So let's increase the height a little bit. Let's make the height 80. Good. So that's the first one. Then I will do the second one for you guys too. What I will do, I'll copy this. Yeah, but the image is gonna change. So now it's gonna be image 2. So but make sure that is the name of what you give it right here. Then the name of the second guy is John Adams, not George Washington. Then the term is this. I hope you guys are having fun. See, this is how they create Wikipedia. See, you can do it yourself. It's not rocket science. It's very easy. You just need time to focus on what you are doing. Okay. So this guy's election year is this one. Then his vice is this guy. Let's remove this one. Oops. So let's see. Refresh. See, nice. So let me do the last one for you guys. Then okay, yeah, I have to change this to 2. So I'll do the last one for you guys. Then you guys will do 7 more. It will take time, but it will help you to know to have coding time, so that it will help you. So then this one is image 3 again. Name it like change the name of the source to the name of the image that you have, right? Please don't make that mistake. Don't come and tell me, oh, my image is not showing. Make sure that the name of your image is the same as what you downloaded. Okay, so then this guy is this. Cool. Then this guy, the term, try to remove this. To me, you could leave it this way, but I like to keep my code clean. So this guy is both Democratic and Republican. Alright, then election year is this too. Again, you can leave it this way, but I like. Then vice president too, it changes vice president. So let's do this. Okay, so let's see how our Wikipedia website is going. So let's refresh this. See, now we have this. See, this is what we did, and this is there. It's really not different. So like the only difference is just that they formatted it with just CSS, and CSS I'm gonna teach you guys later, but it's look more like it, right? So I want you guys to do 7 more, right? To do from here down to here. But if you have more time, you can do more, right? Yeah, but this is do to 7 and make sure that your images come. Then don't forget, if you want to save the image, just right click on it, say save image, then you put it in your download, then you just call it maybe like image, this one should be image 10, so just call it image 10, something like that. Then you download it, right? So you just click on save, then you just go to your download, you copy it, then you put it in your image folder. So let me just do that actually. Copy it, then you paste it here, right? Then you're able to see it here. So just imagine that I want to change this to 10. I'll just do this 10, and you see this is gonna change, right? See, it's very easy, but this is supposed to be 3. So yeah, so that's all I have for you guys. Don't forget, like, practice know the code, right? So I taught you guys list, and I taught you guys table, and I taught you how to add image to your website, and you can see mine. So also make sure that you add your image to the quiz that I gave you last time, so that it will show your image, yeah. So then the list example, see the ordered list and the unordered list, right? This is supposed to be HTML table example, but yeah. Then the US president. So if you're in Canada and you want to do your own different, you could just do prime ministers in Canada, right? And you go to Wikipedia. See, you can do yours from here. Yeah, anything you want to do, yeah, just do it from here, right? But yeah, so I think it will be easier for you to do this. Yeah. Alright guys, so I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget, practice and practice and practice. Alright, hope you guys have fun and you enjoy this video. If you enjoyed this video and you are learning a lot, share it with your friends so that they can also learn too, right? And don't forget to subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys in next class next week. Bye.